Hi there and welcome to Story Time with Uncle Bill. I think it's today 26th, fit in the year. We're doing a little bit of biceps today, folks. And I was thinking about it, and I've told about, you seen me do the ants. And if you've been watching, I told about the bees. I've been stung up many times by wasps, hornets, I do a lot of landscaping, a lot of bush, a lot of tree work. I do a lot of flower beds, creating them, fix them. Just a ton. I'm really good at it. My attention to detail is, I love it. You know, take a lot of pride in my work, and during those times I've run across just about everything North Carolina has to offer anyway. Um, so I see yellow jackets, and I see all the ants and turtles and alligators and the birds, dogs, cats, everything, fish. And I got it on tape. I don't have the bees on tape, but I got where the bees were tearing my gloves up after they tore me up. And the spiders. I got spiders on my channel that I've caught and did little videos on, but spiders have really torn me up. I actually had a wolf spider in Corpus Christi, Texas, at the same hotel that the singer Selena got shot in. Damn wolf spider bit me on adjacent on each calf. Like my calves were together, and like he bit me on this one and turned around and bit me on this one. Man, my legs swelled up. Didn't know what was going on, and probably about 4 hours later, we were staying in it was a motel, and it was 2 beds, and I looked down, and the damn spider was about that big around. I was like, oh man, so I jumped and I squished on it, and I put it on a sheet of paper, and I took it to the desk, the lobby, and they freaked out. Oh, that's a little spider, get it the hell out of here. And it's like, you need to go to the doctor. I was like, nah, I'm alright as long as I don't feel any symptoms, I'll be okay. And I didn't. Went in the pool. Might have been drinking and smoking weed too, so anyway, I would have got lucky with that. But about 5 years ago, I picked up a job where this woman's she had a tree and bush privacy fence. It was huge. Anytime you're going into your first exercise, I always use the heaviest amount of weight first. This way you can just pump muscle behind it and you get your strongest workout in. It wasn't very long though, a couple 100 feet. It was about 5 feet wide, but it was I was always overgrown with weeds and vines, poison oak, poison ivy, poison sumac. No matter what we did, it just always came back. It was a real pretty privacy fence too. This is pretty heavy. Don't swing it. Make sure the abs is engaged. Back straight. Just use your arms. Oh yeah. So, first year I did it, I came out. Matter of fact, the next 4 years, no matter what I did, I came out of there looking like Quasimodo, man, just hunched. Matter of fact, I look like if you've seen the Gremlins, when it gets wet right before they start popping off. That's exactly what it looked like, all over my neck, my traps right here. And I'm talking about fully clothed, mask and everything. Little spiders getting in there and biting me. And I wouldn't have symptoms like something hurting, or it didn't hurt, or a fever or anything that would indicate something was wrong. Just the location of the bite. And you can see little bites, 2 little marks. Probably like 50 or 60 of them each time too. Was scary because it would take 3 days. Just so, man, I come up with a big pile of junk. Fifth year, it's been 2 years since I've done it. They moved. Good people. I came out of there about 3 days later, my ear started hurting. I was like, damn, I got an ear infection. An infection you almost can't beat by yourself. You have to go to the doctor. But I got some over-the-counter stuff, hoping that will help. And it progressively got worse. And it got to where I couldn't sleep. I went like about 5 days like that, so about 10 days total, stupid. And my ear, I woke up on that 10th day, my ear was totally closed up, there was no hole. I couldn't get a Q-tip in it, and the whole, every day, I put peroxide in it, and something else I bought, something like for swimmers ear, because I was going to the pool a lot. Something else, and home remedies, put like olive oil, I think turmeric might have even been one, all kind of stuff, vinegar. And a couple times, well, I didn't say, a couple times I've had spiders in my ear where I felt something move in my ear and go get that peroxide, and dump it out and have a napkin there, and the napkin come out with legs, in the body. About 3 or 4 times I've had that happen. All spiders. Should have freaked you out too, people. Just don't know what's in there, you know. And 2 times I had muffs on, ear muffs. If you see me in my videos now, I always got ear muffs. That's why this spider did it. So I went to the doctor. I went to the emergency room, probably like 3 o'clock in the morning. Came over and looked at it, and it's like, oh God, you got to be hurt. My face swelled up too. Oh, it swelled up bad. So it was like, yeah, you're pretty bad. You got an infection. We're gonna have to take care of that. We might have to drain you. I said, whatever you got to do, but I need some help. change grips when you're gonna go in there a little. And if it bothers you going wide, don't. It causes a stress on you, but it really busts open that bicep. That's why, if you don't know, the gloves I got on got rip straps. So the woman came over, looked all in my ear, man, it hurt. Man, it hurt. And I'm trying to be cool with it, but if you see me doing hot challenges or letting stuff bite me or stupid shit like that, it's because I'm allowing that to happen. I'm not stupid. I don't have to allow that to happen. So it's by choice. Don't feel sorry for me. It's by choice. I'm doing it for a reason. It's okay. And that's what I'm trying to tell you about these animals and stuff, because I'm going to be encountering them too. Just what I'm telling you. So, she looked in there and she goes, "Oh, you've been bit by a spider." And what's happened is, when your body starts to reject something, normally it builds like a blister or a pustule, but it's something where the poison and everything else, the body rejects it out. And mine was about that big inside of my ear. As big as it could get. It was actually getting ready to poke out. So she said, "We gotta bust it. And if that don't work, we gotta drain it." And I don't know what I thought. And if I have a video on where I get my abscess eye busted, and that hurt. No, nothing. No, not even Tylenol. I just took that straight. It hurt too. So this one I had to take. Well, they hadn't given me the morphine yet. I had to take this raw dog, man. So she said, "We're gonna have to put a needle in your ear and get it out." Still, my mind's not registering. She's about to stick a needle in my ear, because every time I went to the doctor, they always told me the smallest thing you should ever stick in your ear is your elbow. This is what he told me, man. I don't know if things change. It used to be the yolk of an egg was bad. Now you can eat everything, so I don't know what's good anymore. I'm gonna stay with the bar and actually gonna go in closer. So she said, "Bend over." Well, I was leaning in on a chair. Lean over, bend over, lean over. So I leaned over, and the next thing I know, this nurse puts me like in the huckabuck. I'm all like this. She come over and did some kind of, and she don't know, I throw her way on across the room. Plenty strong for that. But anyway, that doctor came over, female, and she goes, "Okay, whatever you do, don't move." Folks, I'm sitting there like this. I said, "Don't move." Still not comprehending. I'm in so much pain. And the next thing I know, I felt a damn needle go in my ear, and it popped. I said, "Oh hell! Oh hell! Come on, hurry! You gonna have to hurry up! You gonna have to hurry up! Hurry! I'm moving!" And I knew I was in a compromisable position. I knew I couldn't go up, because I'd be probably bust everything, probably hit my brain. You just never know. I don't know how big the damn needle is. And not really interested in finding out. And I'm getting away. I know if I go straight down, well, I'll be cool. She's not going to go after me with the damn needle. It just don't make no sense. And that will let her know that I've had enough. But I stayed in there just probably just long enough, folks. Just long enough to get that gunk out. Just enough of it anyway. And it wasn't no instant relief neither. Man, that shit hurt. Oh, I wanted to fight. I wanted to fight so bad, man. I wanted to fight. Oh, I wanted to fight. But I ain't want to fight the nurse or the doctor, none of that. I want to fight that damn spider. Yeah, it did. Oh, it don't matter how small it is. It don't matter. I mean, he got me, didn't he? And I know I invaded his home and all that. And he just trying to protect himself. And he might have been looking for a place to hide out for a while. Might have been under stress. I don't know nothing about the spider. All I know is he just picked a bad spot. Victim of circumstance. He said, "Oh, you got to stay a couple hours. We got to make sure you're in a pretty bad spot here right now. Now you got to open, and now it's always better if it's closed. Just like popping my feet was a bad idea because you open yourself up to infection for real. But I'm never worried about that. I mean, you can always tell when infection is coming, and I've never had one that bad. Things beyond my control, we'd be all right. They when I had to go to the doctor, that hurt so bad, man, for days. Could have gone my whole life and never had that happen. You know when you get ear aches like that, especially when you get older, first thing they do is check your teeth. Like you got a cavity. And the pain, it was crazy because the pain was my whole jaw. My whole jaw. The left side of my jaw. And it was bad too. I mean, it wasn't no, oh, it's just a little bit of pain. No, it hurt like hell. I mean, my face got fat. I never thought it was a spider though. Normally they tell you that they're in there. Something different. Where's my big one? Do little forearms. Kettlebell. So when you see me stepping in the ants, I sat in the ants at 4. It's something I already been through, and it was something that I didn't plan on doing, and this time I did. The bees got me. I didn't ask for that. The spiders got me. I ain't asked for that. I've been lucky with the snakes. I've had them bite me, but not at the skin. They've got my shoes and my pants. I've just been able to get away. And there's a lot of non-venomous snakes around here, so I've been thinking about just letting them bite me. I seen there's a YouTube channel, Cole and Jay. They do a lot of fishing, herping, catching snakes and turtles and frog. They do a lot of frogging, both hand and fishing pole. I didn't even know you could fish and pole frog. And if you don't, go check them out, Cole and Jay. They're a cool couple. Just had a cool little kid. He's probably a couple years old now. But they get bit up by snakes all the time. Straight up. Be bleeding and everything. Big snakes. Oh man. My biceps should be on fire by now. right there. Gotta get that sugar-free Kool-Aid on that. Did have a turtle bite me. Mud turtle, musk. Them old brown turtles. I actually just caught one laying eggs, and come to find out, last spring I caught quite a few of them laying eggs on the side of a ditch. I thought they was coming out of hibernation. Little, I'll know next year though. But I had caught one. I think I was about 7 or 8 years old. I had a big wheel at the time, or somebody had a damn big wheel, but I was on a big wheel, and I had caught the turtle in the creek, little old creek, and I had one hand on the handlebar, and I had my knee on it, and I had the turtle. I had my hand on the turtle in the back of his shell, and was going down the thing. The damn turtle bit my finger right here, and my index finger, and it was a chunk. It was gone. It didn't. I don't even think it bled. It was just a chunk missing. I was like, oh my God! And I had already started getting picked on. Didn't even know what race is, and man, I don't even know all the things that you would call it. It's all races. Because my last name's Jakowski, so I was a dumb Pollock, and we moved from Pennsylvania to North Carolina, so now you're a Yankee. Then I had a big nose, and we was poor. Man, I caught hell from everywhere. And fighting stopped that. Stops a lot of things. Man, my arm about to bust. I'm letting the weights hang to stretch my arms out. You can really feel it in your traps too, man. You know, you don't ever know what you are until somebody tells you. What? Then I got black people all in my family, man. So who's that? It's just like it wasn't no Billy Jakowski. It was every adjective of him until you got to learn him, and it's a shame it's by fighting, by violence. Because there's a lot of, you know, you develop a hate. Like, why are you picking on me? Why is it cool to you to get in a crowd and pick on me? I didn't do nothing to you. I don't know you. I never said anything to you, and all of a sudden, you're some kind of, it wasn't funny for long. we didn't have money or what color was who or where you were from. I didn't know that. I still don't know that. You are who you are. If you're a bad person, man, I call you that. I could treat you like that. If you want to be a bad person, I'll treat you like a bad person. I'll call you out on it. You know what I mean? You shouldn't want to be labeled a bad person. You shouldn't. You're a bully. What reason? I mean, really, what reason would you want to do that? You know what I mean? Especially somebody that ain't did nothing to you. I can see if somebody disrespects you or somebody calls you out of pocket, you know, you ain't did shit, then you do what you do. I tell people, you deserve what you get. If you want to be anything other than a good person, you deserve what you get. And the consequence